It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flushed out right. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run straight ahead with Achane. Inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. In motion is Westbrook-Ikhine. Here's Tua. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Tua now, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal, a loss of 12. And his kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Hall to start the drive. Loose inside the 30. Brees Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brees Hall with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and we feel that way. I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. When you talk about this Jets defense, they're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have
run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3rd and 4.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line.
7 on the play. 1st down, Miami.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the slant, he's got Davis. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now Tua. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now we'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Another run to Mitchell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Monday. 319. Hey, Monday. He's thin. Hey, what? No more. Right.
Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
So that'll be marked out as a 19-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Looking to pass. Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
And they're on the 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second and 6.
Here we go, son. 331. Up. Hey, 10.
Back to throw. Fields. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. You got 319. Just Angel. Hey, remember Monday.
Fields now to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Jets at 8-4 now in the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
2nd and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Angel,
They'll give the Hall. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Here we go. EQ. 319. Just, hey, 10. Extend.
Now Fields. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the 50, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Fields changing the play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd down. At the 23.
Right back to Mitchell here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Fulk connects on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Fulk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit.
But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now it's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Angel. Here we go, Scott. Yep, 19 strikes. Hey, Ken.
Here's Fields. Completed to Hyatt. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go. Angel. 331.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Monday. Here we go, Scott. 58.
A final shot before the break. Fields throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Hey, kid, come on, son.
Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
4-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From the gun, give to Mitchell. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Here we go. All right. Go.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Go. Hey, 10.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
10 at the 20-yard line.
And we all like to see tick on. So bring yourself over here, girl. And let me see you get low. If you want this dude, now take it to the floor. If you want to act.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on first down.
Here we go.
Here's Hall again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuck that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Good. Right.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, son. Tonight.
Back to throw. Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Tonight.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
A 5-yard loss sets up 3rd down and goal.
Angel.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here. Begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 4. Tua going to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And they tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Down to the 42, second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. Second down and 8.
Here we go, son. 19 wins, 19 wins. Here we go.
Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
No muss, no muss.
From the gun on third down, Fields going deep here for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Watkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
That's a room to maneuver. Loose inside the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Green 19, just what? Easy.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Folks' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here. But I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tua sets up to pass it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And the Dolphins first down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Will McDonald
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down. They're going for it.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards.
Tua to throw again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Will McDonald picks
picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score.
Dolphins 13.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey, Monday. Here we go. Oh, 19 windy. Here we go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they've got to feel good about this performance.